dear friends, welcome back to my class. Today we will talk about the topic transfer of heat, which is being taken from the chapter Heat of class 7. In this topic we will try to understand that how does the heat get transferred from one object to the other, and we will also try to explain the process of conduction. To understand that how does the heat get transferred, let us take the few examples. The example of hot coffee and the cool ice cream will be very appropriate in this case. As we all know that heat is the type of energy, and this energy can be measured in the terms of temperature. This means that the one which is hot will have high temperature, and the one which is comparatively cooler than this will have low temperature. In this case of hot coffee, as the hot coffee is hot, it is having high temperature comparatively to the low temperature of the surroundings. We all know that the coffee cools down after some time. Why? Because the heat energy from this coffee is being transferred to the surroundings, because it was having the heat energy more than the surroundings, that is high temperature. From high temperature the heat energy is being transferred towards the low temperature. And then what happens in the case of cool ice cream? In the case of cool ice cream, the ice cream is having low temperature than its surroundings, which is comparatively hotter than ice cream. So the heat energy from the surrounding here will be transferred towards the ice cream, making it hot, and so the ice cream melts after some time. This transfer of heat will try to attain the state of the equilibrium between them, and so the transfer of the heat continue till they do not attain the state of equilibrium. So it's very important to know that the heat only will get transferred when there is the difference in temperature, and it's understood now that it will only be transferred from hotter to cooler object. Once we get understand that how the heat get transferred from one object to the other, it will be very easy for us to understand the three modes of transfer of heat. So let us now see what are the three modes of transfer of heat. They are conduction, convection and radiation. Let us talk in this part about conduction. Now this process can be easily understood by taking the example of a class where there is the teacher standing in front of all the students which are sitting in a single row, one behind the other and very close to each other. The teacher wants to pass this heat energy packet, let us consider this packet as heat energy packet, to all the students, and she wants that this heat energy should reach to each and every student. There are several options to pass this packet, but what they choose is the teacher just pass this heat packet to the first one then to the second one, the second to the third one, the third to fourth, and so on. It reaches to the last end. So we can see here the heat energy from this end reached to the last end, which can be considered as cool end, without the actual movement of any student. Yes. Now this process can only be followed when the students are in direct contact with each other. This is a very important point to be noted down. If the students are not in direct contact, they will not be able to pass the heat energy from one to the other. So they have to be in direct contact and they have not done any of the actual movement, not have got up from their places. Now can you guess such arrangement is found in which type of the state of matter? Where the molecules are in direct contact and closely packed? Rightly said. It happens only in solid. Let us try to understand it with the further example. Let us further understand this concept by this example. In this example, we have taken iron rod. As we all know that iron rod is a solid and solids have closely packed molecules. So we can just draw a few of the molecules representing the molecules of the solid. We can just imagine it. Here, the candle is acting as the heat source. So, the molecules present in the end of the iron rod, which is getting heated up by the candle, will pass the heat energy to the next molecule. Similarly, as we have seen in the class, the students were passing from one to the other. In that same manner, the molecules will also pass the heat energy from one to the next. Slowly, the heat energy will be passed from this hot end towards the cooler end of the rod. The wax which was been placed here will melt one by one. First, the first one which is just near to the heat source will melt. Then after this, the heat will be passed and the second one will be melted. Then the third one and then the fourth one. This is only possible because the molecules are in direct contact. So, this type of transfer of heat from hot end to the cool end is called as conduction when the molecules are in direct contact. So, now we can just define what is conduction. Let us see what is the definition of conduction. Conduction is the process of transfer of heat in a body from hot end to the cold end without actual movement of molecules of material. It only takes place in solids. Now let us see few examples of conduction. The most common example which can be seen in daily life is the heating of the vessel which is being made up of metal. Here the metal vessel is being heated up because of conduction. The clothes are being ironed because of this hot conducting plate, and our foot gets heated up in the hot sand due to the process of conduction. Here it's very important to know that not all the materials in the world conduct the heat equally. The materials that conduct heat or allow the transfer of heat are called as good conductors. We have seen in the previous example that metal was a very good conductor. Here in the case of iron also, there is a metal plate beneath the iron, while our body itself is a very good conductor. But few materials will not allow the heat to pass through them, or they will not conduct the heat. These materials are called as poor conductors or insulators. They are very important. In this case, we can see that the handle of the vessel is being made up of wood, which is a very good insulator, while the plastic here used to hold the iron is also acting as an insulator. The rubber sleepers also do not allow the heat to pass through them.